Moving to a new home likely means a lot of painting and decorating and possibly some interesting wall treatments. Here with some ideas, the Bro-Laws, Dave and Joey. Thank you. Wall molding, oh my goodness, it can take a wall from like 0 to 100 so quickly, and it's not that difficult to do.
Yeah, it's a great way to dress up the walls, and that's why we're talking about this one first, because this is one that people can do at home. As long as you can use a miter saw and a tape measure, you can figure this out. So this is actually a panel molding with just a simple profile. That's one way you can definitely have fun with it, is just different profiles. So this is from Metri Trim. It's just a nice simple trim, come in the same distance around, all the way around. And this is something you can do on every wall in the room because it's not too overpowering.
Yes, okay, and you can layer your art on this. You can put whatever you want to put on this, but it's just a beautiful border. And I always look at houses that have the wall moldings. I'm like, well, I wish I did that. But it's not too late.
It's not. You can do it.
It's not too late. You can still do it. Okay, now let's go a little bit harder. To this.
Here you're stepping up the skill level a little bit more, and this is getting slightly more specific towards the room. This might be done in a dining room with the chair rail, right?
Yes.
So important note about the chair rail is the height. You want to land it between 32 and 36 inches. A lot of people miss on that height, and you see in like those restaurants where you've got like a scrape mark around the whole underside of it. So balancing out the wall is super important. And then similar to that wall, you're just doing the same thing with the panel molding, going around and keeping that symmetrical spacing all the way around. Another thing that's great about Metri Trim is they have the same type of molding to match with each other. So as you can see, you've got like a rounded chair rail there, you've got a rounded panel mold and a rounded base as well.
And you want to look for that. You want to look for that continuity, so you have it all fitting even though it's in different sizes.
Absolutely. So again, this is something that's going to make a huge impact in a room. It's going to change it, it's going to bring it life and some three-dimensional to it too, right?
I'll tell you what's really going to change it when you paint it.
Yes.
Okay, so let's show them what that looks like. You've done a beautiful, gorgeous color that is very much on trend. And then put some designs on it as well. Oh, isn't that gorgeous?
So this is Kendall charcoal, and as you can see, it just makes that big impact on a wall.
So this is your next level. So once you've adapted your skills, you can do this. This is all square cuts. It is possible. And this is more of a feature wall look. So you may not want to do this on every wall in a room because that might get a little too overpowering. Exactly. So it's more of a feature wall. You got the dark dramatic color, so it really pops.
Beautiful.
And we desire to make an expert out of you. So as you can see, there's a couple missing pieces.
Oh no, what will we do?
How easy it can be.
Okay, pass me some of those sexy glasses.
All right. So as you can see, it's just square cuts. Everything is cut to fit. You're just running straight lines, you're measuring it, you're lining it all up.
Where's my glue gun? No?
I'll hold the board for you.
Okay.
Safety glasses, we've got to stay safe. So all you got to do, nice little nail gun to nail it on. So it's got little tiny nails inside, nothing too big to be scared of. You got to keep your hands away from the nailer.
Got it.
And when you push this part in is what's going to engage it. So once you push that, pull the trigger.
I feel fairly confident.
Oh yeah, you're going to crush it.
Just watch your fingers, buddy. How about here?
Up, push.
Yep.
Fire.
Hey! Oh, yeah!
I'm a pro now. I spoke too soon. You know what? It's not firing.
It's giving up, buddy.
So you really got to make sure that's what the safety is. So you got to make sure that's engaged. Push it in there. There you go. Awesome.
Easy as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
We'll make a renovator out of you yet.
Very cool though that that's all it really takes. You know, you get the design going, you measure properly, you get your cuts, and then you go for it. I love that. Now let's take it to like the top level here.
Now that we've taught you how to do it, I mean, we've got the next level for you.
Okay, so I'm going to try this next. Oh my God, that's gorgeous! Beautiful.
This is just a
little bit beyond me. So this is what I want to know, because you two are builders, you do this all the time. Do you start with the design? Does that just come out of your head?
Yes, you got to find some inspiration first, and a lot of it's going to draw from the house, so the different styles in the house. So this would probably be done in a bit more of a modern house with some square trim. And then this takes a lot of layout because you got to make sure that everything lines up, everything's symmetrical with it, and it takes a lot of prep work.
A lot of measuring.
Okay, now I joked a little bit about the glue gun, but would you ever just glue all these pieces on first before you go at it with the nail gun because you want to make sure the pattern works?
Absolutely. So glue is important, especially because some of these pieces aren't going to land on studs. So the stud is what's behind the drywall where you want the nail to drive into.
Yeah.
So in spots where you're not going to be able to fit a nail, you're going to want to glue it so that way you're going to get that bond in behind there so it'll stay nice.
Thank you, Bro Laws, for making me a pro. Guys, try them at home and show us what you've done on Twitter. We love to see your projects.